What's the deal, everybody? Or actually, what was the deal? I'm Z, this is the Maniacal Merchant, and in today's episode, we're going to go over the top 10 best-selling things from the last 90 days. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so let's start off with the first item. It is a 2014 Ford OEM 4.2-inch radio. I got this item for free. Well, not exactly for free. It came out of my truck. I took it out of my truck and replaced it with the JVC head unit. That head unit, the JVC, cost me $350. So I made up most of the cost back. I got most of my money back from reselling the radio after replacing it. So it might be something to think about if you guys are maybe thinking about replacing your stock radio with like a Bluetooth radio or something. Maybe you can do a little cost comparison to see how much you can sell yours for, how much you can buy a new one for, just to upgrade your radio at the same time. You're upgrading your radio for free basically, or close to it. Because the one I have now, the JVC, it's a 7-inch. I think 7-inch or 9-inch. It's a lot bigger than that one. So that sold for $299. They also sell to, like, this one sold to a business, and a lot of dealerships will want the stock radios to put in their used cars before they sell them, because people like buying factory equipped, used cars. The next one is gonna be this Ed Hardy's. It's a purse and a clutch combo. I got it from a garage sale, like right around the corner. I paid $20, and yeah, you could say, oh wow, somebody just like let it go for $20. They didn't care about it. No, she was attached to it. We were sitting there talking about it for like 5-10 minutes. But it's all about having that ability to, connect with people, create relationships, find a common ground. She was telling me how she went to business school. I'm currently in business school, so she gave me like all these business, college business textbooks, and I was able to resell those, send those to Amazon FBA. She gave me those for free, and then she's like, you know what? You could have both of these for. Actually, she was just trying to sell the clutch initially, and then I'm like, she wanted $20 for the clutch. I'm like, that's kind of high. That's more than I'm trying to pay. And then she's like, oh, you know what? I got the purse too. So she went inside and got the purse and brought the purse out. And I was able to get the bag and the clutch for both for $20. So, and it sold for $229. I think I net like $180 or something like that. So that was a really good flip. Coming in at number 2. As you can see, the keywords I use, the Y2K. It had tags too. It has the tags. The clutch didn't have the tags, but the purse has the tags. I put dead stock. There's gems, rhinestones, or whatever. Yeah, so that was great. Next one, coming in at number 3, is the Giorgio Armani 2-piece suit. So this was actually a Goodwill buy. I got this for 20% off of 20, so what is that, 16? I got that for about $16. Wore it to a friend's wedding. I was the best man at a friend's wedding, and wore it to his wedding. The next day I listed it and sold it within. I started this on the 5th and it sold on the 11th. So within a week it sold. I had it listed for initially $249. Then I had it marked down and then I got an offer for 150, and I snatched it up. It's silk wool blend too. It was a really good. It was a really nice suit. It didn't have a flaw on it. You know, like I said, I wore it to a wedding. It was awesome. Um, so that's number 3. It's pretty good. And then coming in at number 4 is the Cyberpunk special edition, limited edition video game release bomber jacket. Found this at a local honey hole at Goodwill that they just closed down like 6 months after I found it and started going to it after I moved to this area. But yeah, they had all the goodies in there, and I was one of the only people that was ever in there, man. And I created relationships with the store manager, with the employees. You know, it was a home away from home. It's hard to explain, but because there was nobody else ever in there but me. I'd be in there donating stuff, buying stuff all the time. Like on $1.99, I'd like clean racks because it was like it was crazy. But yeah, they closed that spot. Anyway, I got this jacket from that place. I paid about $7 or $8 for it. This one I looked it up. That's why it is important to look it up, and especially I was new to, you know, the whole thrifting game and everything, so I knew it was important for me to, you know, do my research, my due diligence before I just start throwing, especially $7 or $8 to me. Like, I don't know about you guys, but you know, $7 or $8, that's a meal, you know, almost, being in California, but I gotta make sure I can get that back quickly. So I looked. The sell-through rate was great. The selling price was great. This actually sold international to a buyer in Saudi Arabia. So it didn't have a size tag. He had messaged me and asked me about the sizing. I responded. He was like, "Okay, I'll buy it." Next thing you know, he bought it for full price. I shipped it to Illinois through the international shipping program. For $7.60, and I'm never gonna see it again, which is great. It had a little hole, but it's reversible, and it had, see, a little hole right here. But other than that, oh, and right here, wherever, no, that's the same hole. It's just a close up. That's the only issue it had with it. And you know, I put that in the description as well. Had signs of wear, maybe not as good as I probably should have, but it's in the photos. So coming in at number 5, the Louis L'Amour books. If you watched one of my previous episodes, I've talked about them, and then if you watch my first episode where I show you guys how I get a haul of free stuff from an estate sale, go check that out. These books I got from that estate sale. I took a best offer of $150. They paid $28.99 to shipping. They cost $22.99 to ship. My profit, my net was about $125 off of these items, which I got for free. There was some issues with them. The buyer messaged me, asked me if I would take $150. I said sure. He said, "How are we going to do it?" I said, "I'll change the price." He said, "Okay, sounds good." Changed the price, and he immediately bought them. This book had like some yellow or some pink water damage or something that I notated. I for sure notated in here. Let them know that the worst damage is in the photos. You know, I can't take pictures of every single book. There's 23 books in here. Or I could take a picture of every single book, but not every single flaw on every single book. So I take pictures of the worst damages and the worst of the damages, and try to highlight that so there's no, you know, disappointing surprises. So that was good. And they only took those only took a week to sell. Started them on the 19th, sold on the 28th. So yeah, Louis L'Amour books. I've sold though. I'd had a lot of them in my Amazon FBA store, and I had them cross listed on eBay, and they sold pretty good on eBay too. The next up is the Barbie Steam Pod that I purchased at a garage sale from a little girl who tried to scout me. She wanted $40 for it initially. What does Gary say? She didn't get it because she definitely didn't get that. She's lucky she got the 15, to be honest. I almost walked. Gave her the 15. And the whole reason I wasn't trying to, swindle her. It was just that I didn't look it up. I wasn't about to look it up in front of her. It's not something that I would typically have, knowledge about. So, I said, whatever, I'll help your cause. She had a bunch of other manga and stuff, and she priced that out through the roof. So I knew the Barbie movie was coming out, so I figured it would probably sell fast. I didn't think it was going to sell for as much as it did, though. I thought I'd maybe get $100. I had it initially listed for $189. Got a lot of lowball offers until I put it on a markdown sale, and it finally sold. 2 towns over, too. I think I ended up taking an offer like I think it was 139, something like that. Anyway, the next is the Rock Band PlayStation 2 drum set. This is when I was taking when I wasn't really removing the backgrounds, and now I'm removing backgrounds, and that all white background is really something I've liked. It's personal preference, whatever you prefer, but I prefer the white background. So I had it listed initially for $179.99. This was one of the most expensive things I've ever bought. It cost me $40 at the Goodwill that no longer exists, and I really try to stay away from stuff like that unless I know for sure that it's gonna, unless I know for sure that it's going to bring in, a strong profit quickly. So I listed on the 17th, which was the same week that I barely started my eBay merchant fulfilled journey. I have had some stuff eBay merchant or eBay fulfilled by Amazon, but I haven't had anything merchant fulfilled on eBay except for a couple things in the past, like a while ago. But I've just started going hard on eBay October 14th, and I've on average I've listed probably close to 15 items per day, right around there somewhere. I've sold, you know what, we'll go over that in another video. Stay tuned for that next video. Anyway, I profited probably like $60-$70 off of this. If that, I think it was like $50 or something like that. Not really the best. That's why I don't like paying up for stuff like that, because I would rather pay for stuff that is $1.99 or free, like you've seen in my previous videos, and then have them sell for, astronomical numbers like $50, $60, $70, and it definitely does happen. I just sold a pair of jeans. We'll go over that in a future what sold video, but I just sold a pair of vintage Levi's jeans that I got from the bins for $79 or $69. So I'd rather do stuff like that than spend $40 to make 50 or 60. Next item is the Olympus Infinity. Case in point, this camera was free from a Craigslist post. Somebody had said they were out at at a condo they were flipping, and they needed to clean it out, and they had a bunch of free stuff for sale. So I was actually at Sam's Club with my wife and daughter when I said, you know what, we gotta go. Did the scan and go, got up out of there, and went straight for this place, which was like 15 minutes away. When I pulled up, they were just pulling up, which was perfect. So that tells me that nobody else would, like, I'm there first. And I just went in there and had like a grab fest. You know, I'm throwing everything in the back of the trunk. Printers. I got, like, actually the cameras, I got 3 or 4 of them. They were the last ones I grabbed. The last trip, I said, you know what? Something told me to go in the bathroom and check the bathroom. I checked the bathroom. It looked empty. I checked the drawer in the bathroom under the sink. It had 3 or 4 cameras within the cases. Look at the condition. It's immaculate. You know, I like to take a picture to show that it's on. You know, show pictures of the inside camera or battery compartment. And it came with the branded bag. Sold it for $129. Got it for free. Now, you're not going to do something like that every day, but the more opportunities that you have, which you can create your own opportunities. The more opportunities you have, the more times things like this are going to come by. And things like this, for me at least, come. Maybe I'm just lucky. Things like this come by more often than not. So that was a good one. I think I profited like, I don't know, like 100 and something. I think the fees for the cameras are a lot less than the clothing. Don't quote me on that. I have a lot to worry about, and I'm not, you know, that knowledgeable in this eBay thing yet, so I can't like read fees like off the back of my hand like a lot of other people can. But and that's why I'm just trying to get stuff for free, so or the most $2, because then I can mitigate my risk by and offset being less knowledgeable. The next one is an item that I talked about in a previous video. If you watch my first video, I show you the estate sale, which I picked this up for free at. This one is a slide projector. I actually made a video for. I have several items that I've made videos for. I highly recommend making videos when you can and when you know it's necessary. Obviously, this is from like the 50s or 60s, and obviously, a buyer is gonna want to definitely make sure that something like this works, because like shipping something like this back and forth, they don't want to deal with that. So anytime I can make a video anytime I can make a video of an item, I do it, or it makes sense to, I do it. Shipping was $59.97 for me. They were in California as well, so it only cost me $13.50 to ship. I had to spend a lot of time packing it and use a lot of packing material, but I got it done. I haven't heard back from them, so and this sold the same. Look, this sold within 2 hours. This literally sold within 2 hours of me listing it. So definitely a good pickup, considering I got it for free, listed it the same day, made decent money off the shipping, and made decent money off the item itself. So yeah, I'm real happy about that. Overall, I net $74 on that one. Next is, you already know it. Should be familiar if you see my other videos. I picked this up at the same estate sale I got the projector from and the Louis L'Amour books from. Someone commented. Thanks to the person who commented, because they let me know that they have newer items like this products like this called neon wands. So, you know, the more you know. but it's a violet ray generator, and it's like quack medicine, which involves some type of electrical current that travels through a glass like attachment, which you rub on various surfaces of your body to stimulate some type of healing. I don't know. They paid me $80 they offered me $80 for it, and I accepted. $8.99 to ship. I just wrapped it in bubble wrap and put it in a flat rate. And because you guys have seen that item in past videos, I want to give you guys a little extra bonus one. This one I just sold yesterday. Sold January 6th. Just sold yesterday. This is an item I did pay up for. But when I factor in everything I get for free and all the $1.99 in binge trips that I go on, all my items have an average buy cost of $2. So even though I paid probably like $8 for this, maybe I think $8 for this, because I think it was 10, and I think I used a 20% off coupon, so I think it was $8. Still, my buy cost for this would be $2. And it sold yesterday. Sold for $89.97. It was my most watched items. Took a little bit. Well, it took a month. So it's a nice jacket. Diesel. Made in China. Nothing super special, but it's a biker jacket and it's diesel, so people like that type of thing. So that's it for my 10 best items that sold in the last 90 days. I didn't really want to show my store, not because I was trying to be secretive or whatever, but I wasn't really trying to give the impression that I'm promoting my store. I'm really not promoting my store. I don't want you guys to even go to my store. I want you guys to watch my videos, and unless you really want to buy something, go to the store, but I really don't need you guys to buy anything. There's plenty of customers that I have to market to. I just want to show, I'm not selling anything on this channel. I'm just trying to give you guys, a little bit of my experience, and provide something for my kids to watch when they're grown up and they have kids, and they can see what their grandpappy was running around doing when he was younger. I'm really not trying to promote the store is my point. And but if you do go to the store, tell me what you guys think. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet and you made it to the end of this video, you must like. So hit that like button, comment, let me know what you guys think. Again, this is the Maniacal Merchant YouTube channel. I'm Z. I appreciate you guys watching, and in the meantime, look for the 9s.